Right, I'm back. Okay, hopefully my audio should be perfect now. It should be. Whether it's or not, it's a different matter. Okay. Much better, George. Thank you, Liz. That's good news. Right. Yeah, I bought myself a new phone the other day. Called a Cobot, something like that. Anyway, it weren't all that. I tried using it on a live, and it was slow as anything, wasn't working at all. And then, done my head right in. So I ended up taking it back and done something. Got part exchange for another one, and yeah, well, went against my own principle, and the phone I got was an iPhone, and I'm not a great lover of iPhones, as I've always said, but yeah, Kel helped me to set it up and try it out, and yeah, it works okay now. So all I've got to try and do now is set up my YouTube on it and go from there. And then I can do my YouTubes on my phone. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm all good. I'm good now the phone works better. Kel got it up and running for me. But then again, she knows more about iPhones than I do. The one I got was, it's an iPhone 6. It's not a big phone, but it does what I need it to do. And that's what I wanted it for. I wanted it so that I can do videos, and the picture quality is quite good on it. Right, so let's have a little look, see who's on here. Hello Liz, hello Tracy, hello Sue, hello Hilda, who else? That's it. Yep, I can see that. Well, we got 4 of you. We got Liz, Tracy, Sue, and who's the other one? We got Liz, Tracy, Sue, and Hilda. Liz, Tracy, Sue, and Hilda. 4 of you. Got 4 of you. 3 thumbs up. And 4 of you on here. Yeah, sorry I didn't do a YouTube yesterday. I mind you, I don't think I've done one for a couple of days. It's just that I've been so busy trying to sort other bits out. And yeah, so hopefully with this the iPhone 6 I can yeah, take some pretty good pictures. And obviously I would need to get some lighting that will light up the area and to where I'll be. Yeah, so I need some pretty powerful lighting, I think. And then so it can light up the area. If I'm going to go and do some night videoing. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's only an old polo shirt. I've had it for quite a while. And I don't always wear them, I just wear them now and again. So, I kill on you. Oh yeah. Joe! Hello, my matey. Thank you, Joe. Cool, we haven't seen you on here for a while, Joe. No, it's not bright enough. And it's not bright enough for what I need it for. I need something. I mean, it's bright enough if you're doing like an indoor what's name, but it won't be bright enough when you're outside to light up an area quite well. And that's what I need. I need a light that's gonna be quite bright and not drain the power too quick. I mean, I've got me little torch, so that might do the job because that's quite bright. Oh, your little premiere's coming up, Kel. I just got a notification of your premiere video. What's a ring light? A ring light is, you know, when you're doing like blogs, they're Hilda. It's like a little ring light on a pole type thing, and like a telescopic type pole thing, and it's got a little bit where you can put your phone on it on the pole, and you can do like a blog, and the ring light lights up the area, and it's also got like a little mirror in the middle, and that's so you can see yourself. Alright, birthday in 2 days. Nice and young again. Yeah, I think I said this once before, like, you know, all females, like, you know, they go up to 21, they stay at 21. And all males, they go up to 22, they stay at 22. So that's me. When my birthday came, I was 22. There we go. Alright. Go lay down. Go lay down. Yeah. Yeah. Now that's a good like sign, isn't it? You know. I'm not even going to give that one a mention. Internet, not with a name like that. Hello, Betty. Welcome to my live. Well, I'm not going to welcome them. Sorry. Annette, not with a call sign like that. Annette, why would they come on with something like that? Hmm. Yeah, hi there, Betty. No, I ain't going to say that. Sorry, but no. Anyway, Annette, I mean, if you're a genuine type person, like basically, what's your name? Give me a name to use, Annette, because I'm not going to use your channel name because, like, it doesn't sound too good. Well, have you got a first name? Oh, okay, Betty. Annette, I didn't know. Sorry, but it just to me it just didn't sound too good. Annette, and because I know you're writing it, but like point being is, I'm not going to say it Annette on my live because it doesn't sound polite and it doesn't sound too nice. You know what I mean? If I say hello and then say that, it sounds like I'm being rude. Oh, right. Okay. Well, you weren't raging at me, were you? Well, at least I know now. Oh, all right. No problem. Okay. Well, we'll leave it at that. Anyway, apart from that, how you been? All right. Oh. Yeah. Just it threw me for a bit. Well, today, what did I do today? Met up with my brother, sort out a little problem, but that's all sorted. And then I went to change my phone because I couldn't change it yesterday because it was Sunday. So I went to change my phone to get myself another phone because the one I got weren't all that. I couldn't do no lives with it. And for some reason, when I went to try and go on live with it, the screen was flickering. It was like, sort of like, you know what I mean? It was sort of waving and it was running really slow. And so I told him, no, I wasn't happy with it. And I took it back and said, look, I'm not happy with this phone. And it flickered when I was doing live and it was running too slow. And so I paid it, exchanged it, and got myself an iPhone 6 instead. Yeah, I exchanged it. Well, I exchanged it for an iPhone 6. And Kel sorted that out for me today. And I did try and sort it out, but like, I don't get on with iPhones. So that's why I left it with Kel. And because I know Kel perseveres when it comes to iPhones. Me, I don't. I just use them. I'll use it, but the point is, like, I don't exactly get on with them. And then other than that, been at work, done a lot of work, helped out with delivery again tonight. Yeah, it's cold in that freezer. Put the stock in the freezer and whew, below zero. No, it's okay, Bessie. It was just that I weren't going to say it because it's like, uh, it's like me saying hello to someone and then going sort of like, up, yeah, like, and you know what I mean? It didn't sound, well, it just didn't sound right to me. That's why I wouldn't say it. Yeah, it's not a problem. Don't worry about it. Well, the good thing about it was you told me and like explained it. But like now I know, at least I know it weren't someone trying to be offensive. Um, Coke, Coca-Cola. Um, they also do. Oh, what's the other Coke? Um, I've gone brain dead tonight. They do the other Coke and all. The one in the darker can, the black can. Coke Zero. That's the one I'm thinking of. They do Coke Zero. They do normal Coke, and they do Diet Coke. in our McDonald's. No, that's fine. That's fine, because I know who it is. But, oh. Oh. What was the point of calling me, Kel, and then, like, hanging up? I'm lost on that one. Well, I thought it was someone, come on, and, like, from, like, where, and, like, trying to be funny. That's why I wouldn't say it, because, well, I wouldn't say it because to me it was well, how can I explain it? I mean, it wasn't the type of thing that I was used to. Hello, Caroline. Right. I answered it. Hello. Can I get a bag, please? As I've been asking and asking. I gave you a bag before I come down. Can hear you on that live. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, hi Caroline. The truth said hi Caroline. Hilda's saying hi Caroline. Yeah, welcome to my live. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm making, what it is, I'm making plans, I will be making plans, so I haven't made them yet, but I'm going to try and make plans to do a couple of churches and that, or I'm going to check to see if there's any local haunted areas local to me. If so, I might go and do a bit of investigating. And that, yeah, might go and have a look around. I've yet to do Holy Cross in the evening yet, so I think that was the one that's going to be on my first agenda, and then to do that one in the evening, and yeah, go from there. Hopefully, it'll turn out quite well. And you never know. Yeah, gonna do that one evening when I'm on my 2 weeks, when I get my 2 weeks off, and that next month, and we can see what you all think of it, hey? Should be quite amusing, I think. And gonna see how it goes. And maybe, just maybe, I might see something different now. Don't know. Might do. Might not, but might do. Or we might see this, apparently, there's supposed to be a monk and that walks up that hill and into the churchyard. So, yeah. Never know, we might get a glimpse. Now that would be a mystery, wouldn't it? Well, no, the iPhone, I mean, yeah, it works like just like most of your normal phones. The only difference it being is uh, it runs through iMusic and iTunes and things like that. So if your iPhone mucks up, the only way you can regain it is through iTunes. And if you want to download, what's name, say onto a computer, you say like your photos, videos, whatever, onto a computer, then you have to run it through iTunes. And then to download it to the computer. And whereas with an Android, any Android phone, and you can just plug and play. You know what I mean? Plug it in, search it, and just upload it from the phone. But it's different with an iPhone. The only way you can normally upload them, unless you've got like, you know, whatever, like Facebook or whatever, then you can do it straight from the phone to the Facebook. Or if you've got YouTube on there, you can upload it straight from your phone to the YouTube. And but yeah, the only thing I don't like about them is if they muck up, and then like you have to refix them. The only way you can redo the programming properly on them is through iTunes, which you have to have onto another computer, like a desktop, and then like you have to fix it through that. Whereas with the Android, you can reset your Android, and it'll reload with everything back on it, and then by itself. All you have to do is go to, like, you know, do your resets, and then yeah. But other than that, yeah, they're not a bad phone. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I've heard a lot of good people like use iPhones. I do prefer the Android phones like Samsung and you know, most phones that are made by Android that are quite good. I mean, I had an iPhone 4 many years ago, and it wasn't a bad little phone. I mean, I basically done everything I wanted it to do. I made phone calls on it and whatnot. And you could do your usual taking pictures and whatnot. My only big mistake was I lent it to my daughter. And that was it. Um, a glimpse of what? Oh, the monk that was supposed to be what's haunting that church. And it, because like, I haven't heard, the only haunting I've heard about with Holy Cross is, oh, crikey, let me think about this. Is the monk that haunts it, that walks up the hill bit towards the church, and then like disappears as they go into the church. Been noticed. Apparently, he has been seen a couple of times, and I mean it's on the internet anyway. And my cousin Ricky, he does things like he investigated some like areas and things like that, and then he reads up about them, and then he does little videos. He goes to the actual place, and then he does little videos of them, and around them, explaining about the actual churches and whatnot, and the areas that he goes to, like clubs and pubs, and he explains about them all, and you know, all their history and whatnot. Yeah. So I don't know. He's got quite a lot of videos. I mean, I did put one. Was it one? Or maybe two. One or two. On my Facebook group, and yeah, it was just one he done, and like he was doing a video and explaining the history, and he explained about the monk and whatnot, and yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a bit of investigating online about some local areas, and then, like, you know, go and see for myself, and then see if I see anything. I mean, I've done a video, a couple of live videos on Holy Cross Church, but it was during the day, and I took loads of pictures as well, and that was during the day, but I only had two mysteries. One was a black bloke that I see and I spoke to, and when we finished talking, he walked down the main path towards the side of the church. And it's like the side where all the graves are. And he said he was just browsing around, so I let him carry on. And then about 2 minutes after that, roughly 2 minutes after that, I started doing my video. And yeah, and I started going around the area of the whole of the church, because it's not really that big enough, but it's not big. And I couldn't see him anywhere. I couldn't see him looking at any near graves, or it was like he just disappeared. That was the first mystery. And I mean, he could have just, I don't know, gone round the back, because there was an exit round the back of the church, and but I see him go down into the church graveyard at the side. As you face the main church itself, the graveyard's to your right, and it's a long area, and it's got a fence around it, like a metal fence around it, and some really big trees, and some bushes underneath the trees, which sort of hide the fence a bit. So I know he couldn't have walked out of anywhere there, and there. Um, but yeah, I mean, for someone that's browsing, I'm sure within 2 minutes of me starting my video, they wouldn't have left if they're browsing. But then again, I don't know. He might have done. He might have done. He might have gone, somewhere, and he might come back, gone round the back, and gone out the other exit, which is round the back in the corner of the church. But other than that, I mean, I would have thought if he's browsing, it's going to be a lot longer than that. And then, because he said he was just browsing around, having a look. And yeah, like I said, when I went up, I went from the path up to the church front. Then I was like videoing the church, and then I started going down to where the graves were and videoing around there. And then, like, as I was videoing, like, sort of scanning the video and that, because, like I said, it weren't a very big church, and, like, basically, I would have thought there was only, what, maximum of probably 100 graves in there. Might be a few more, and about 150. And but like I said, the ground wasn't really big. And I mean, if you Google Earth it and just put in Holy Cross Church, Basildon in Essex, and it will bring you up. It will take you to it on the Google Maps, and you will see for yourself. It's not that big, but it was just a mystery that he disappeared. And I mean, there could have been, like I said, a logical explanation, but I just couldn't understand how it disappeared that quick. And so that was a mystery. I wouldn't say he was a spiritual being, and because I was talking to him and looking at him like like you're seeing me now, and I mean, full admiration. I think it's the word they use nowadays. I mean, like one person looking at another person, and you know what I mean. I wouldn't have thought it was any sort of spiritual being, but then again, I don't know. I mean, like some people have seen other people. I mean, I had an experience many years ago when I was younger. At that same area, I went down that hill and I clipped a bloke with my push bike, and I thought I knocked him into the bush, and I ended up coming down to the bottom, and I hit the wood at the bottom, and I flipped over, and I landed on the grass. So I was fine, but I wasn't concerned about myself. I went running back up the hill, and I had to find the bloke that I clipped, and he was nowhere to be seen. And he couldn't have gone through the bushes because, like, when you get those really entwined type bushes that are really entwined, and that's what they were like all the way down that hill. And so I thought I would have knocked him into the bush, but he wouldn't have gone, you know what I mean, right into the bush, because it was too twined. But like I said, I went running back up that hill, and to find him, nowhere to be seen. So yeah, and that's in the same area as Holy Cross Church. But he weren't dressed like a monk, and he was dressed like basically like you and me are. He was just like in plain normal clothes. and that from what I can remember. But what I couldn't understand is where he disappeared to. And that's what this bloke could remind me of. The black bloke that I spoke to. I think the one that I clipped, he was a white bloke. But like the one I spoke to at Holy Cross after I'd done all the pictures and that, because he appeared out of nowhere. And that, which was curious because I'd already taken near enough, what? I took about, I don't know, 50 or 60 photos. Around that area anyway, maybe more. And that, and I didn't see him around the church then. And then all of a sudden, like basically, I come back up and he weren't there then. And then like I was walking out to go outside the gate to have a quick fag and when I turned round and there he was. He was standing in front of the church. And that's when I walked back in. I went, hello there. Oh, you come to visit someone? And I said I was just taking some photos and I'm going to do a couple of videos. And we were just generally chatting. And all he said, no, he was just browsing the church. Oh, no, he weren't on the video. That's what I'm saying, Bessie. He's not on the video. This was before I'd done the video. And he weren't on the photos either. I took loads of photos and I've gone through the photos. And, yeah, there wasn't no sign. When I'd done the photos, I did loads of photos. I can't remember exactly how many there was. I'm sure there was about 60, it might have been like close to 100 photos, I don't know. But I know there was quite a few photos because I just snapped everything. All around the church, all around the churchyard where the graves were, all around the back of the church, sides of the church, front of the church, and I took photos everywhere, and he's not in none of them. And like I said, I was just coming out after taking photos, and then when I turned round to look back at the church, there he was, just standing there. And when I had a chat with him, he just said he was just browsing the church. And that was just that mystery. It was a mystery. I'll call it a mystery. I don't think he was a ghost. I don't think he was a spiritual being. And no, my luck, he probably just went down. And then when I went to sort out my camera for like doing the video, and he might have come back up and gone round the back and gone out of the church. And through the little gap out the back of the church. I don't know. All I know is that he said he was browsing, so I left him to it. And then, like, yeah. Anyway, that was the first, and this is during the day. And the second one was, and the second little mystery that I had was the photos. The photos at the end, I took 2 photos of myself, with the church behind me. and when I uploaded the photos and had a look at the photos on my computer, the 2 photos of me that I took didn't look like me. It looked like my brother. Now, my brother Doug, he passed away 11 years ago, and I've been trying to find a photo of him that will show you what I mean. And it's just that the hairdo, the facial expression was just not me. It was my brother Doug, and it looked exactly like him. And when I showed it to my other brother, which is still with us, and I showed it to both my brothers, my oldest brother and my other brother that's older than me. Because I come from a family of 6, and because I got 2 sisters and I had 3 other brothers. But like I said, one of my brothers passed away 11 years ago. Oh, then, Betty, yeah, good night, hon. Excuse me. Pleasant dreams. Mm. What was that? Every time I go to a church in their own, always close. What happens when they used to be open all day? Be honest with you there, Hilda. Churches, they were a place to preach any time of day, and to listen to the word of God and things like that. But a lot of churches nowadays have become a business, and that's what's wrong with them. Like like most business, like shops or factories and whatnot, they're open to a certain time and then they're closed, and that's what it feels like. This is what I can. That's the only way I can answer your question now. A lot of churches have become a business now, and it's like a business. They're like up for donations. They get paid by the council, and even fixers now, they get a wage. They get a wage. Now, preachers don't normally get a wage, and they preach the word of God because that is what they do. But yeah, churches have become like a business now, and it's wrong. I think it's wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong, when I was younger, I used to go to church when I was young, and I used to go to Sunday school and all. And when I was little, I started off before I went to school, and I used to go to a Sunday school, and in a church. And yeah, that's the only way I can answer it. Most churches nowadays have become a business. I mean, like, if you want to get married, and if you wanted to get married, way back, and that a vicar had come to you and like had marry you to whoever. But the point was like nowadays it costs two people to get married. And that's the only way I can see it. It's become a business. Yeah, that's the only reason, like, basically, you'll find them opened or closed, or, like, you know, they've been left, they've been shut down, and they're, because, like, they can't afford to do it anymore. It's a business. And I mean, if it was just set on donations, and you get proper preaching, like you did years and years ago, and back in the days, I suppose, right back in the days, and yeah, figures didn't do it to get paid. They did it because they were preaching the word of God, but like I said, nowadays it's become a business, and they're getting paid to preach the word of God, and which is wrong. It's wrong in my eyes, anyway. And but then I don't know, because I mean, it's both. It depends on the way people see things, but that's what it seems like to me, because churches are either being derelict and being left, and to corrode, to rot, and they become like a memorial area, but yeah, it's what's name. I mean, like, you'd find that normally if you have a town, it's the townspeople that build the church for the preacher. They all build it, and then the preacher preaches inside it, and then they can offer donations, and you always get some of them that keep it up to scratch, and you know, keep the building nice and intact. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it is. It's all to do with money, and no, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, if you're a firm believer, and in God Himself, then you can preach or pray. Sorry, praise the word I should be using, not preach. You can pray to Him yourself. Like some people, they pray before they go to sleep. Some people, they pray at dinner times, saying thank you, and for the food that they've got. You know what I mean? Some people pray for a wonderful life or a better life, and sometimes things happen, like miracles. I'll be back in a sec. Hello, I'm back. Yeah, I mean, like, basically, you can pray, and I think most believers now, and like pray in their own homes. You can pray in your own homes. You can pray in churches, and you can go to churches when they are open, and you can pray there in your own little way. But a lot of people, firm believers, I mean, you can have a little shrine, and with your cross, and your little candles, and then you can kneel down to it, or stand in front of it, and you can pray, and in your own way. Um, Either way, and like I said, if you're a firm believer in God Himself, then it doesn't matter where you pray. You can pray outside, you could be in a park, you can be in a big field, you can be at home, you can be up in your bedroom, you can be down in your kitchen, you can be anywhere. And He will hear you no matter where you are, whether you're in a church or not. He will hear you. No, that's just a figure of way of putting it. I mean, some people they kneel to pray, don't they? And you don't have to kneel. You can sit down and you can pray. And it's like basically miracles have been known to happen. They have been known, but yeah, good little subject, hey. Hmm. But yeah, I do understand where you're coming from there, Hilda. Yeah, I mean, mm, I say miracles. I mean, I think like they're like blessings, and you get blessed, and like they say that everybody's got a guardian angel, and so if everybody's got a dark guardian angel, there's probably what on this earth a few billion people, maybe a few trillion people. I don't know. There's uh, there's a load. So you imagine if everybody's got a guardian angel, then that must be double that. Say there was 1 million people, and then there'd have to be another 1 million guardian angels. Yeah, I mean, but that's what I was trying to say, Hilda. You can pray anywhere. If you're laying in your bed, and then before you go to sleep, you can like just put your hands together and pray to God. He'll hear you. And like I said, you can sit down, in a park on one of the benches and you can still pray. It's no matter where you are. I mean, like basically me and it adds to the cross. I mean, I always keep one, as you know, around my neck. Look, I always keep a cross around my neck. And so I feel comfortable. I mean, it's only an old cross, and it's not gold or silver, and it's only a common cross. But like, that's how I like it. Because why should I go and buy gold or silver and it costs when they cost a fortune? And to be honest, I'd rather make a cross out of a stick, get a couple of sticks, make a cross out of it, and bind it together with a bit of twine, and make a little hole in it, put a bit of string through it, and put that around my neck. And basically, and I would still feel comfortable. And like I said, common crosses, and are just as meaningful as any gold, silver, bronze, or whatever cross you get. It doesn't matter what they're made of. And they all still have their own meanings. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you don't have to pay a fortune out for one. I mean, like, basically, I've seen silly little crosses for £1, and they're made of plastic. I'd rather wear one of them around my neck. Or, like I said, or one made out of a couple of sticks. You get a couple of sticks from a tree, and they're small sticks, and you twine them with a little bit of twine, and then like twine it around a little bit at the top, and put a little bit of cotton on it, and just put it around over your neck, and hang it around your neck. It's just as meaningful. It's not what you pay for it that makes it meaningful. And I mean, let's say like Jesus himself, a lot of people like they're trying to say that he drunk out of a gold or silver or bronzy colour goblet. I think that's the word they used then, goblets. And when officially, I think because like it was known that he drank out of a wooden goblet. A goblet that was made out of wood. But nobody knows. I can't, well, yeah, nobody knows the proper truth. Only the people that was back then. Yeah. There you go. Says it all in, doesn't it? Elder. And a woolen cross. A woolen? I wouldn't. Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean anyway. It doesn't matter. And a wooden cross, yeah. He carried it, didn't he? To his end. And so, yeah. It's amazing. I mean, history and what does people really, really know about history? They can surmise, but what do they actually know that's fact? They can, obviously, you get an history where it's been documented over the years and centuries and generations and whatnot. And but then it's something you get the first person that started writing and about that time period, and then they put that somewhere safe, and that's been passed on to someone else, and then they passed it on from their families to their families and their families and so on. And then like, yeah. Yeah. It's amazing that I basically, I've got a head full of knowledge, basically, when it comes to certain things. And yeah, I can explain it, but like most things, I can only explain it from my point of view. I mean, whether people want to listen to that, it's up to them. And but I see it as it makes sense to me in the way that I explain things. And sometimes it might make sense to other people. Sometimes it might not. Uh, yeah, like I said, sometimes it might make sense to some people, but sometimes it might not. But it's just the way it goes. Anyway, people, it's getting late. I'm gonna call it a night. So you all take care, and God bless you all. And yeah, we are gonna go. All right, you all take care. Yeah. Yeah. basically, that is right. Yeah, I totally agree with that one, Sue. Each to their own religion. As long as they're not trying to force it on other people. And because like I said, each and every individual has their own beliefs. And they should be allowed to preach their own beliefs. Yeah, so we're going to say night to you there, Hilda, and night to you there, Sue, and anybody else that's left on here. We've got two other people. I'm assuming one might be Kel, and the other one I'm not too sure. But we're going to say night to you all you lovely ladies and gentlemen, if there are some gentlemen out there. And you all have a pleasant sleep when you do decide to go to sleep. Okay, you all take care. And we'll catch you next time. This is your friend George. We're out of here. Night all. Bye all.